Hey guys, Sandra, welcome back to the channel. What a roller coaster of a weekend and a week it has been for people in Australia. Guys, now I've done over on the TikTok a reaction to the 60 Minutes episode. And guys, I think it's important that I retouch on this as well. That, guys, there are good support agencies out there. Sometimes it can take 2 or 3 goes to find them. But guys, let's jump into it. This one is where to go and complain as well. And so, guys, welcome to my new subscribers as well. Guys, I've hit 105 over on TikTok. Helping me to do that over here. If you can like, share, subscribe, comment, really does help the channel. So, if you're an NDIS participant, that's the thing. You may feel voiceless. You may feel that support workers, especially in a cell house or other forms of disability accommodation, control your life. This is directly against choice and control. Unless you're under like a positive behaviour support plan or other mental health injunctions, so they so positive behaviour support plan, guardianship, supported decision making, they can guide your decisions, but they cannot stop your decisions unless it's going to harm yourself or harm someone else. Sometimes those decisions are those heinous words, it's for your own good. Sometimes getting out and exercising, looking at your diet is for your own good as well. And guys, I've got to announce I've decided that I'm going to be doing the epilepsy 5K next year. I am actually actively training for it at the moment. I'm in a point in my life where I've always wanted to do something for Epilepsy Queensland. Now's my time and my chance to do it. But guys, there is some really important things to remember when complaining. Is it is a little c complaint or a big C complaint? So little c complaints are support workers that you may not get on with, but they're not abusive. Might just be a personality clash. In the still house, you are going to get 1 or 2. So, can you organise support to be out of the house when they're out there? If it is a severe personality clash and you're finding you're not getting the support you need, definitely speak up. But we've got to remember there's a difference between complaining and being entitled. So, I just wanted to get that one out of the way. But your big C complaints are your things like not getting the support you need, them smoking on the premises, um, things like that, smoking on the premises, and then we be into verbal, physical abuse, and even SA. I hate to say it, but it does happen. So, guys, first place is document, and document. That's the first thing. Have a paper trail. If you're going to record or get a nanny cam or something like that, please, for the love of God, check the laws in your state. They vary by state as well, so definitely check the laws in that one as well. The other thing is if you've got parents or friends or colleagues, get them to do drop ins. So if you're not allowed to have friends and family in the house, definitely ask why. I can kind of understand other agencies because it might be an insurance issue, it might be a privacy issue, it might be a scheduling issue. It, but guys, that's a very nuanced issue that deserves its own content. So that's the first thing. Document, document, document. Second thing is know if it's a one-off, but one-offs still need to be recorded, whether it's and even things that are near misses need to be recorded. Check if it has been recorded as a near miss, as an incident. I know some younger support workers don't realise the impact of inadequate paperwork and notes. It really does affect us. as well, then guys, know where it's appropriate to go to. So it might be your head support worker. I know I've got a really good relationship with most of my support workers in the house. So it might be your head support worker, might be your housing manager. And if you're not getting a reasonable answer within a reasonable timeline, follow up. Follow up. This is where your documentation is really, really important. And don't let them victim blame you. So, victim blaming and gaslighting is very common when you have a complaint as well. So, do not let them gaslight you. So, this is where the documentation really comes into it. Then it might be if you've got a support coordinator or a plan manager, talk to them as well. If they can't resolve it, definitely Equality and Safeguards Commission. They've got a lot more teeth now since the Royal Commission. And then family and friends, they should be involved from the start to be able to support you as well, especially if you can't reach a resolution and you need to change services, change still house, change community services agency. You don't want to be left in limbo land as well. And this is why I have a different housing agency and community services agency as well. And then, guys, as we saw on that 60 Minutes episode, the police said they're ready, they are waiting, that they will believe us. So, guys, that's a really, really important one. And if you have psychosocial disabilities or mental health issues that are accepted on the NDIS, please look at getting a sunflower lanyard as well. And particularly in Queensland, there is what they call a mental health awareness statement that you can go and file with the local police. So if someone doesn't understand that you're having a meltdown, having a breakdown, having an episode, and the police are called, they know how to handle that situation. They know to bring mental health trained ambulance officers and paramedics along as well, depending on your needs, because some meltdowns and things like that can just look like disturbing the peace as well. So definitely have that registered with the police. And in Australia, the police in my state, they have to be over 25, have a university education or 10 years life experience before they can even apply. Then they go through some background checks, and then it's 3 years training. So they're at the police academy, then they're a provisional constable, and then they can go on to specialisation. I will admit there is some bad apples, but there's some bad apples in every industry as well. But as they've said, if we have a complaint that we think needs investigating, they will believe us. And I know I've said, I think it's over on the TikTok, I've said that Queensland Police particularly are very active in the community. They're advocating for the sunflower lanyards. They're actively encouraging parents to teach children that they can come to them instead of teaching them that they're the bad guys and to be scared of the police, which I know some parents at their wits' ends do that, not judging them, but maybe teaching them that you can go to the police in an emergency is a better idea as well. And guys, that should have never happened in the first place. So I said it over on TikTok when I've been responding to someone saying, I think these channels are just a way to complain about the NDIS and your care team. And my response was, yes, but I'm also raising awareness that these things are happening. If this can happen to someone who can speak for themselves, what's happening to those who can't? That's the thing. What is happening to those people? So by us stepping up to the plate and educating and saying, please checking on your cell houses, have a relationship, knowing who's in those houses could literally be the difference between life or death for someone. Saw on Reddit there was another provider where someone died from burns from a bath. That is not okay. This is where I think some support workers do need some extra training, compassion, and some just simply shouldn't be in the industry. The barrier is low, but on the flip side, some of the best support workers I have been young, but the difference has been that they are trainable. And that has been huge, that they've been trainable, and I can exercise choice and control. Sometimes in this industry, for a participant, choice and control can be a bit of a myth, especially if you're under public guardian, supported decision making, or guardianship. Sometimes your choices are dictated for you as well. So, but guardianship, when it's used well and in collaboration, can work very, very well. You just have to have people with very strong ethics as well. Um, Guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Very, very fatigued, so I'm going to go and get some rest as well. But my ending thoughts are this should never have happened in the first place, and this is why I'm such a big advocate for having informal supports who can drop in because they are the ones who keep the support workers accountable as well. I'll see you guys in the next video.